Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Factorio in a game where we actually have yellow signs and we actually are close to researching robots. We're going to finish off power armor first, just because we can. And we got military signs backed up the wazoo, so I'm happy about that. We got yellow signs backed up the wazoo as well. I think some other things are slowing us down, like these guys. And honestly, I don't understand how they can be slowing us down. Or maybe we're producing yellow signs faster than 1 per second, and these guys are producing it 1 per second because, yeah. So if we go to this thing, there's no filter here, unfortunately, so we have to look for stuff. So they're about 75 per minute or so. Where's yellow science? Let's look at the 10-minute thing, because that'll make it a bit easier to find, hopefully. 750, 75 per minute. I cannot see yellow science. 730. So it's not that much faster. It's just obviously banked up a little bit because I have a feeling that we were doing a fair amount of stuff at some point that, yeah. So you have a nice little sodium hydroxide set up here. But you're not building a lot of it because these are barely running. So what we need to do is we're going to clone this completely. And we are going to vent all of the liquids into thin air and just concentrate on outputting the sodium hydroxide. Well, it goes there, doesn't it? And then I feel like it's a good idea to upgrade these. Just we've got blue coming out full. Exactly enough to build these guys. How's that? How is that? Good enough to build that as well. And there's no problems with bots being slow at the moment. Well, they're slow in speed, but they're no... You can see they're not waiting to recharge. It's like, oh, I need to recharge, you know, I need to recharge, there's none of that going on anymore, so... Basic electronic boards. So those are the things that we're completely running out of over the entire bus. Yes. I got 1. I got 2. I got... Not getting there very many. Come on, click faster. It's not clicking faster. We can build those by hand. Can we? Oh, God. I suppose we could. We need solder and we need these things. How? If we need solder and we need these things, we're just not building any because... Why? Because we're running out of these circuits. Why are we running out of these circuits? Because these machines are slow as shit, and they have been for quite some time. Okay, so... Building basic circuits, building all of these other things. We're gonna... You know what? From now on, we're just going to be doing... all sorts of crazy episodes, fixing all sorts of crazy things whenever we need to, because, yeah, I don't know. I feel like just jumping all over the place. We've had big goals for now, and maybe from now on we'll just start sort of jumping around a little bit, keeping in mind that we do need to concentrate on the solar grid as well. That's definitely a big thing we need to concentrate on. 5, 6, 7, 8... And then you do this. And we've got one more, do we? This thing is not quite in range, so let's move that over 1 square. Okay. Venting all the stuff. These guys are going full speed. That's a lot more sodium hydroxide, and that makes me very happy. Is that going to be enough, though, to make these guys run fully? That is the question. And it looks like the answer is no. N-O, no. So, okay, let's put 1 more. Let's blueprint that again. And this time we'll take off this thing. 1, like that. And you... I feel like you can just go like that, and then we'll have another inserter putting it out like that. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these. Now, of course, this guy is no longer going to be all that good. So we'll put one there, and then we get another one, and we put one there. And we're at the 5-minute mark of an episode, and I don't even know what we're supposed to be doing here. I really don't. Or we can use a level 2 one of these, and that covers everything. And we need 8 void pumps. 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I'm just so excited that I'm just like, do another episode. Do another episode. Who cares? Do another episode. Just keep doing episodes because it's awesome to play this game. And we don't really have any goals, like real goals anymore. Maybe I should start scouting for solar, because I've been a bit worried about scouting for solar. Because obviously solar takes up a lot of space, and I don't want to drop all over minerals if I can avoid it. But okay, so now salt is not coming out as fast as it could. So let's build another one of these. This is still fully backed up, and that is beautiful. I'm going to make this go like that. I feel like that's okay. This machine should be able to keep this side fully backed up, and then all of these guys can go on this side. And then these are fully running. Lots of sodium hydroxide coming out. These machines are running a lot better. Although these, it's still only keeping 60, 70, 80%. Where did you go? You were just fixing something random up there that I never got fixed up before. What are you doing? All the pipes for all of these carbons weren't being used. Good thing we're backed up on carbon, so I didn't notice that. But yeah, this sodium hydroxide is still not going as fast as it could be. You don't need to be. You don't need to be. Stuff that back in there. Alright, I feel like that's good enough. That's 80% of them running. 90%. Oh, they're all running for a second, but that's alright. And the amount of this stuff coming in is keeping a decent amount of aluminium going through. Are we still starving for aluminium? We've increased the rate that we're producing it by a decent amount. It's not looking exactly healthy though, is it? Although it's almost healthy. Almost. Maybe that'll be enough. I think that's just enough for us to deal with at the moment. Yeah. And these guys are all running. So that's definitely the main thing. And we're sending all of these guys up. What are efficiency modules waiting on? You guys. Transistors. All being used by these guys. Not producing enough transistors, and they're not making it up there. And this whole thing is bloody blowing up our thing. So what we need to do, I don't have any transistors in my inventory, and I don't think I can get them out of a chest, because that's the whole problem. They're not being built fast enough. If I click really, really fast, do I get a lot of them? I get a few. How many do we need? Efficiency module needs a lot of these, probably about 50 or 60, and each one takes 2. So we need close to 100. I don't feel like we're going to get 100 doing this. I do not feel like that's a thing. All right, we'll leave this for now. That's fine. Oh, look at our iron. Oh, poor iron. How the hell... We got 48k in there, so we're obviously not using that much iron. We're using a ton on blue belts, I'd like to think, but... And we're using a ton on steel as well, but maybe it's not as bad. I mean, this is not quite full. It's emptying, or is it? Or is it building up? I can't tell. It's not... It's doing some interesting things anyway. So where are we going? We're going to get some transistors, so we can plonk them over into the green modules, or whatever the hell they are. Because, yeah, I don't feel like really fixing that properly because we don't need green things for a lot. The little green, not the green circuit boards, the little green module boards. We don't need them for a lot, so fixing them properly is just like Why would we bother? Okay. Give me a lot of these. You are giving me a lot. Let's get like 200. Is it easy to get 200? Yes, it is. Okay. Transistor. Da, da, da. Done. Alright, so you're going to build a whole bunch of green boards. That should get my research over the line. Job done. And once we get the research over the line, we won't need green boards for anything in the immediate future. Not until we've got like... Well, we're going to need them to actually build the damn level 4 efficiency modules. But that's something that... Should I be worrying about that at the moment? Or should I just... I mean, what do we really need Power Armor Mark II for? More legs would be nice. Better robots. Did we get robots this? Did we get that? We can build that right now. And that'll give me more robots. Alright. Screw you, buddy. You get deprioritized for a sec. We'll get back to you in a sec. So you, personal robot, we need 5 of these. So we've already got 2 in our inventory. Let's take those out. We need 8 more. 3. And then we need lots of batteries. Lots and lots and lots of batteries. 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's all my batteries gone? There is a line without any batteries on it. This is not good. Give me some more batteries. Come on, 8. We are not producing a lot of batteries. 8, 9. Come on, we are so close. We are so close. Come on. Where am I at? Give me some freaking batteries. You useless piece of crap. There we go, 10. That should give us 10. And then we just need 200 of these guys. Oh, of course. They're all used up. Of course they are. Alright, let's just do this little trick. Take all of you, take all of you, take all of you. This is not extremely fast, but it's fast-ish. We just don't have to click too fast because then we'll pull everything out. 1, 2, so we get 3, 6. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. See, this is the major downside to using the loader system of caching as opposed to the chest inserter system of caching, is that you end up, if everything's used up, you can't just pull things out. But the downside of using the chest with inserter system is that you will stack things up at the detriment of the machines that actually need them. So if a machine desperately needs stuff, it'll take stuff away from that machine and actually put in the loader, in the chest. So, okay, now we have the ability to power 50 robots. Of course, we don't have 50 robots, but I feel like we can get 50 nuclear robots, maybe. Maybe that is going to be a thing that will happen. And that'll be our first goal after we get nuclear robotics finished off, is to get. So Power Armor 2, nearly finished. And you know what? Maybe I'm just going to say screw it, Power Armor 2. We will need that research eventually. We've got it now, so that's good. But in the long term, maybe I'm not going to worry as much as I could. Alrighty. Back to nuclear robotics. I don't know if I want to fix this. I could fix it a little bit. Not enough ingredients. What do you want? Steel. Give me some steel. Oh, this is looking like a mess. Oh, robotics network. How close are we to getting a good amount of roboports? That's the question. So, Roboport Mark III. Titanium. Not going to happen. Roboport Mark II. Maybe. Mark II. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Alright, excellent. So we can get Mark II Roboports and use them everywhere, and they got double the supply area. Yeah, we can start with those, and we can upgrade them to Mark IIIs and Mark IVs over time. which would be a good idea. And we are never, ever, ever going to put anything but nuclear robots in a robot network. Absolutely not. So we don't have to worry about upgrading bots. We don't have to worry about destroying bots and reclaiming them. We don't have to worry about any of that crap. We're going to have one type of robot in the system, and that type of robot is going to be the only type we ever have. And that is going to be beautiful. Okay. Get in there and do your job. We kind of need more green ones, but it's going to be a bit dicey to get those through. So that'll improve it a little bit. Have a look at our Kovacs. We got 3 machines running. These guys don't have any things in them, which is fine. These guys are almost to the point where they're just getting greedy. So we could start to work on this, but it might have the opposite effect where it's sort of where this guy starts to chew up and then only 2 of these would run. So I'll leave this for a little bit, but I think it really is close to the point. So we'll do this. Put that guy there. And then, yeah. I think hopefully, so that guy's looking a little bit off. Oh, this splitting is kind of interesting. Wow, that guy is really fast. Really fast. All right, let's see how many get started up here. These 2 are going to start up because they got tons in them. This guy manages to start and this guy does. So I feel like that's fine. We'll leave that for now. Won't insert that guy because that guy's just crazy. Let's do a bit of a look here. Let's do a whiteout look. Now, I haven't scouted parts of the map yet, so it's going to be interesting, but I basically want a massive, massive area. So what we're actually going to do is let's build the template this episode for solar and for other things. I feel like we can do that without too many problems. So you got 444 and you got 121. I don't know if 121 is enough, to be honest. It probably isn't for a template, but let's just see. Let's just have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'd have to Google the damn thing. Factorio 0.15 solar template, because I really liked the last one I had, and I typed in template wrong and it's looking for temple. Not sure if that is going to be all that helpful. Let's have a look here. Images we always want to look at on Google to see if we can find it. That one's crap, that one's crap, that one's crap. I just want the one that I used to use, that I was using in my mega base. Well, let's see, look at this image on Imager. That guy, I don't like that guy. Come on, give me an image. I got things uploading in the background, so it's sort of, let's just turn off or slow down that upload. Okay, is that it? I think that might be it. I think that might be what I did. Well, I can't remember. I really can't remember. Let's see. I'll load up another image here. Don't like that one. I think this is it. I think this is the image I'm looking at is what we saw. I don't know if we're able to build it with the amount of solar panels that we have, and we've destroyed basic circuit boards. This guy, basic electronic boards, we've destroyed. So I don't know if we can actually, if the solar will really get its ass into gear at this point. Actually, what we can do is this guy is just bad because this guy is bad. So, and that guy is bad because, surprisingly, because copper is bad. All right, I feel like let's fix up the basic circuit boards. Or let's do a beautiful fix up of that in this episode. And then maybe next episode, we'll start with designing solar. And, my voice is starting to go. Let's get, can we build these? No, we need titanium. No, we need brass for those. So we're still using the same old components. We got 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we want to squeeze these? I don't think we want to squeeze these right now. Let's just build the same as before. We are not at the point where we actually want to make things better. We're not at that point. We just want to make things faster. Redesigning all of this stuff is not something that we're going to be doing today. So now you are all going to be that as well. Give me some iron, please. Oh, how are we always out of bloody things? Because we've got all these solar panels in our inventory now. That is just a pain in the ass. Okay. So let's upgrade all of this belts. Excellent. Let's upgrade this. Excellent. Let's upgrade this. Let's upgrade all of this. And now we can't build any of those because we're out of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty. And because we're lazy, we'll just make this a 1-for-1 here. Oh, 1-for-1. And you know what? We could almost do something like this. Just put that in the middle there because it's so perfectly placed. And I don't know why we're using these red ones. We really should just be using blue. Okay. So now you are going to be do this long-handed drop. And you are going to be copper cables. So that should definitely be these guys running full speed. These guys might be backed up a bit, but yeah, that's fine. So you are going to be destroying these guys, and yeah, that's all we need to destroy. I love that filter feature on the destruction planet. That is really, really awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a pole there. And there we go. Now we should no longer have any significant problems with these guys. We're probably not outputting them fast enough, to be honest, but yeah, this guy feels like he's backed up a little bit, but what we do is we upgrade this belt. We get rid of that because we don't need it. And we upgrade this. We upgrade this, and we upgrade that. And we don't need a big belt going over there, but it would be nice to get a big belt over there. You know what? You guys go in there because you are just annoying me. Sure. Nuclear robotics going pretty good. So that's nice to see. It'll take a while, but once it gets halfway, it might not be a bad idea to actually move over and start looking at actually building a setup for nuclear robots. What's chewing up a lot of these guys down the line? I feel like there's got to be something chewing up a lot of these. What is it? What is it? I actually don't know. We shouldn't be, other than the mall, I don't think we should be using a lot of these guys down the line. So it's very interesting that they're so... There we go. So backed up here. Oh, of course. These guys. Electric mining drills. and assembly machine 1s. I could have thought this guy used better, but maybe not. So anyway, there we go. So purple science. Purple science is still backed up pretty well, so it's not that bad. Batteries are looking not that good. But this oil thing is really, it's been annoying me for some time. It really, really has. So we definitely need to do something about that. Maybe we should just crack the knuckles and go for brass and invar. Because I feel like they can't be that hard. Invar is going to be... where's Invar? Yeah, something... Yeah, something not good in my mouth. Ah, that sounded so wrong. It's gone up near the back of my throat right now. Okay, emergency drink time. Oh, bloody oath. Bloody oath, yeah. Get some weird thing stuck in your mouth and it's... And you try and get it out and it somehow just goes up to the back of your throat and it's just like, not good. Because it really does feel like something you should have just gotten out of there, but you didn't, and now it's just bad. So, how are circuits doing? You're out of these guys because we're not building them fast enough. So, if we do a bit of a thing on here, you can build these boards. Wooden boards can be built in those places. So let's go down and let's upgrade those a little bit. Because we're definitely not upgrading these to red machines because that would be us completely ignoring the fact that they could be using better machines. I don't know if we can use these machines for the actual wooden boards though. That might be interesting. So can you do the actual wooden boards though? No, you can't do actual wood, I suppose is what I'm saying. So we'll put that there. You'll be actual wood. This might not be fast enough for these really fast machines, but we'll just have to make do. Get faster inserters. Seems like it's fast enough, barely for these guys. Although they're not pushing out very fast, are they? You guys need to be upgraded. And we still can't get super fast inserters, can we? Titanium. So we've got so many different things we could be working on right now. Forgot to set the recipes on you guys. That's alright, we're starting to build a decent amount more of these. And we will be fixing things like this. I feel like we need to get stuck into these circuits really badly. Because how are we looking? We've backed up on everything except these guys. We're getting these guys now. And we're splitting off half of them here. The belts are not very fast. Actually, we just need to do this and then upgrade this. Upgrade this. Is that going to help us? It feels like it is going to help us. Well, not that much. We've still got very few of these actually coming out. And that's just a consequence of... What are you complaining about? Wooden boards. Still not producing enough wooden boards. These guys are basically running full speed. They're yellowing up a fair bit though, so maybe our inserter output is not as fast as it could be. Yeah, that's possible. The really interesting question is our base beyond saving, or have I just built too much spaghetti at this point? Is the spaghetti just too rampant? Okay, here's the deal. You are going to be another thing right here. You are going to be building like that, and you are going to go away. So there we go. So now this should never want for anything. It should have more than enough wood going into it, and then you basically building out tons. Oh, oh, of course we haven't got a thing for these. Stop complaining about not having enough electricity, okay? I got these guys now. You do not have to worry. Oh, actually still use these. What are you complaining about? Ah, Shift L. Shift L. I forgot that this screws up those position overrides. Alrighty, so now... Whoop. It screws up these guys as well. And now we just need to... I feel like these could be made a little bit faster. And we might upgrade the red ones as well, because... I don't know, I just like the idea of having these guys upgraded. Long-handed pickup. Right click, dump all of the red guys. Just dump them all. We do not need any basic inserters anymore. 4, 3, 4, 5. We're at the point where we should be thinking about extremely fast inserters everywhere. And we've still got bloody yellow inserters. There we go. Copper cable. Now we're running out of copper cable. We got one machine per. And we kind of need a 3 for 2 sort of system going on. 3 of these for 2 of these. Did we have that before? I can't remember. I feel like we had 4 of these and then 3 of these machines. So maybe it was incorrect. Anyway, we're starting to struggle here. These guys are all running. This guy looks like he's going full speed. Maybe the inserter throughput is the problem. So what we do is we do like that, and then we clear that out, get rid of all wooden poles. All wooden poles must die. And get rid of that as well. And then we need long-handed drop. Oh, not there. There. You get that. And then you get that. Okay. Now we are good. These machines, yeah, they're running full speed now. So that is exactly what we needed. These machines starting to look a little bit freaky, but we can always do the same here. So what we can actually do is we do a long-handed pickup, and then we put another machine in front of it. And that is very awesome. And that's going like that, and that's going like that. So yeah. Although this has the downside of them both picking up off the same point of the belt. So they're kind of fighting each other. So maybe I don't like that. Maybe what we need to do is just get rid of the poles and get rid of the lights. And remove those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why are you unpowered suddenly? Okay. Because this guy's not connected to anything. There we go, that's better. So, long-handed drop. Alrighty, so that is good. And now these boards are running down again. So, we are increasing the amount of stuff we are producing by a lot. To the point where these guys are going bad again. Which I feel is fine. I feel like this is enough. We're not quite getting boards to the end, but we're producing a ton of them. We can do another one as well. We can really push our wood to the limit. Yeah. Not sure if that's bad or not to say that, but we are saying it. So it's all good. I should probably let you know that I have quite a dirty mind, and saying things like that always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. But oh, that's actually inserting it over on there because I got the long-handed inserters. So that's I'm not sure if that's actually good or bad that they're inserting it over there. I feel like that's bad. So we are just gonna override them with normal ones. You are going to be overridden as well because it takes longer to actually move the wood over that distance. So, and what we're going to do is you are going to be... You're doing a long drop as well. That's not right. So you need to be... You're not doing a long drop. You're doing a long drop. Why are you doing a long drop? You know what? Screw this. It's confusing me too much. You are going to be drop near. And you are going to be drop far. Drop far, drop far, drop far. Drop near, drop near, drop near. Excellent. That is simplicity itself. And that should give us basically a full bell to this stuff. Basically. And yes, we can see we've got no more problems with these guys not running. Got a little bit of problems with copper every now and then, but that's fine. Absolutely fine. So, we're at the 36-minute mark. We got this fixed up. Has that fixed up our circuits over here? Yes, it has to some degree. We're still not building a ton of them. We're still doing a pretty shonky job, to be honest. Electronic circuits are falling over now. And it's just going to be a case of things falling over all over the place. Yeah. Basic circuits. We've gone past the point where we did solar, aren't we? So you're out of batteries and you're out of circuits. Okay. Welcome to the big boy base where things actually run out. And that is not good. So let's finish the episode off here. And I feel like this is going to be the end of the day for me as well because, yeah, I have done quite a lot today. I feel like quite a lot, and I feel like we're sort of at a point where I can just sort of sit back and relax and say, yeah, we have crossed the line, breached the hurdle, done all sorts of good stuff. How close are we to rocket science? Not far. We could probably actually research. No, logistics science. Damn you, logistics science. We need you as well. So that'll be, maybe that's the last thing we'll do this episode, is we'll go update our list. Yoink. And the thing we're going to add to our list is going to be logistics science. Too many pipes everywhere. And we're going to write logistics science in blue because that is what we're all about these days. Logistics. Oh god, how do I do a G? Now I've gone and screwed that up. That looks so bad. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Logistics. There's going to have to be a capital S. Again, this is probably something that we could just go and do. In fact, what we might do is we might do our robot setup and logistics science at the same time. Because they both need a lot of the same things. But then again, logistics science is a lot more complicated because logistics science needs blue belt. And that is not cool at all. Steel chest, express inserter needs titanium. So yeah, this is a long-term thing. I knew we should have had titanium by now. This is the game's way of saying you need titanium. And what's going to happen is we're going to get nuclear robots. We're going to build robotics facilities everywhere. We're going to do all that sort of stuff. And they're going to be slow as shit. And then we're going to be like, okay, we need robot speed. Logistics science. So that's going to be that. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do a quick sanity check. These are slow. We got some slow things. We know about that. Batteries are slow because petrol is shit. So petrol is another thing we have to take care of. Train system is good. We still got all of these guys looking okay. Nothing's really running out too much. Still got a bunch of coal coming out of there, but we're shifting it out beautifully. Mr. Gold looking a little bit chewed up, but otherwise fine. Yeah, all of these things are looking beautiful. We already checked lead, so now the only thing I'm really worried about is iron, and we might have to get a station for that sooner rather than later. Especially since we start, I don't know how much. I mean, bots use engines, so that's going to be a decent amount of iron, pretty decent amount. Looks like 6 iron total because the steel is 2 iron, but yeah. And then these guys are flying robot frames. Batteries, oh god, they use batteries as well. Poor batteries. And these guys, electronic circuit boards, we should be able to keep a lot of those going up, but then again, circuits could fall over at any time with the amount of crap we got going on. Anyway, this has been a long episode. It's over. I'm pretty glad that we're at the stage we are at, researching nuclear robotics, and I feel like we're close-ish to... I feel like once we get a full set of roboports spanning across this entire area, Mark II roboports, that's when we will start redesigning things. That's when we'll start redesigning the bus. That's when we'll fix up all of these little things that are a bit crappy at the moment. I don't know if we'll rebuild all of these from scratch. We'll try not to, where we don't have to. But some of these, like this guy using these, we'll redesign that from scratch. Redesign a bunch of these from scratch. Get rid of this. That's been there for like 30 episodes. Redesign a lot of these from scratch, I feel like. And yeah, just try and make everything nicer and neater. I'm not sure about that, but some things we will just pull down and redesign from scratch. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.